All right. Good morning, guys. It's an early one. It's definitely an early one. I hope everybody's having a great day. Today, we're going to be jumping in, playing a little bit more of The Outer World. I hope you all are having a great day. Last episode, I got towards the end, I think, what was the end of the main campaign. And then they kind of put you in a situation where it's like, oh, make sure you do like all of the side content or whatever before you progress past this point, because I think it's like a point of no return. And the DLCs were actually lumped up into that. So it's like you had to do the DLCs before completing the main campaign. So my plan for today, because my schedule is going to be a little weird, just due to the fact that I got some stuff going on this afternoon. I got a new game release that we're going to talk about here in a few minutes once we get the stream rolling, because I'm not exactly sure how I want to tackle that one. And yeah, but we're going to go from here. This game has kind of died down quite a bit on the channel. I actually wasn't even going to stream it again, but I was like, you know what? We're really, really close to the end. If anything, I'm just going to do a little bit of DLC, and then we'll just go finish up the main campaign. And then if anything, I'll just reload the save for the DLC, just so we can at least get the main campaign finished for those of you guys who want to see, because I'm interested in seeing what how the story unfolds. But we'll let this roll for a few. We'll see how everything's going, and then we'll go from there. But I hope everybody's having a great day. Ashes, what's going on? It's good to see you. Casby, what's up, brother? Miguel, how you doing? ISP, it's good to see you. So, let me get my notes real quick. Hold on, shit. 1 second. It's so weird. I got every single time I put my computer to sleep, right? It mutes my audio. Like when I wake my computer back up, I have the little microphone sign with the X, and I have to go into my sound settings and unmute it for whatever reason. I don't have no clue why it does it. Shit's ridiculous. Chris, what's going on? How you doing?
Please, I don't want to die.
Okay, so we had an optional objective here to go kill the Waspquito swarms. So I'm gonna go check that out real quick.
Here we go.
So how do you shoot a swarm of wasps?
Nail them, Captain.
Now the rifle worked pretty decent on these dudes. Whoa, that works really good too.
Caution advised. Waspquito venom sacs release the chemical that sensation named gel that makes a single sting up to 12 times more painful and deadly than that of organic wasps.
When I put my computer, I generally tell it a story. I rock it to sleep. Jay Black, hey, I'm glad you're enjoying the games, man. That's what's up, dude.
Their mistake.
So how do we get into this? Oh, there's those psycho people in here too.
Reminders, Waspquitos are aggressive pollinators and have been known to be extremely territorial.
shit. Did I fight in UFC? Oh, hell no, dude. Those dudes are fucking monsters, man. Yeah, we just got shredded right there, guys. Absolutely shredded. I backed myself into a corner. I should have been a little more aware of what the hell was happening there, but... I can hold my own in a fight, but there's a big difference between, you know, being trained like by the military and like doing Marine Corps martial arts, and like being a professional fighter. You know what I mean? Those dudes are fucking lax most normal people. If I can get in undetected.
At least you know all the Waspquitos are out there, I think.
I just want to be your friend!
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit this. Lorenzo, thank you for the 16 months. Thank you for giving us variety, brother, and honesty about what you mentioned Monday. Do more than enough to keep us coming back. 150. Yeah, guys, it was yesterday. We did that GTA stream and got like 400 subscribers. It was crazy. There we go. All right, we're good to go. We can get the hell out of here. Oh yeah, Mars. I talked about it the other day. The issue one of the downsides to doing videos is I don't have chat there to kind of hold my hand, like the baby child that I am. So what ended up happening was I got right to the end of the game unknowingly, and I ended the episode. I think somebody said about 5 minutes before the end of the game. So now the issue is, how the hell do I make another episode when it's only 5 minutes? You know what I mean? Like, it's literally, and people are, oh, just do side content, but I'm like, my playthrough wasn't set up like that. I'd literally just be going around doing like filler, boring, like I'd be just artificially extending the episode, which is very, very noticeable. Just to like pad that little 5-minute ending, and then the game didn't do well enough for me to even justify checking out the DLCs. So yeah, I don't know really what I'm gonna do with that. So yeah, there's about 5 minutes of gameplay left over. Oh, for sure, Gatsby. Dude, I get my ass beat, dude. But like, I'm talking like I could probably, I'm talking guys probably 4 weight classes below me. I weigh like 190. I guarantee like some fucking featherweights beat my ass, dude. Like guys that weigh like 120, 130, they lay my ass out. My best chance would be to try to like shoot in and like try to use my body weight. But it depends on like their fighting style. I've seen jiu-jitsu artists who weigh 100 pounds less than a dude and just wrap them up. Some fucking rolling knee bars and shit, like crazy stuff. So weight does play a big role in fighting. Like obviously that's why there's weight classes. But when there's a huge skill disparity, yeah, weight doesn't really fucking matter at that point. Them dudes are gonna beat they're gonna beat us down regardless. So we just got to go report to the administrator here.
Detected nearby.
Is that the footsteps? No. What is this? It's a broken...
This is a bottle of unreleased Rizzo's product. Helen appears to have attempted to use it to spell something as she expired, but all she managed was a sticky bee. This hypothesis is plausible, but requires additional information.
Isn't Black Hole Bertie staying here? Yeah, Black Hole Bertie, they were...
Correct. Bertie Black Hole Holcomb is a registered guest at the Grand Colonial Hotel.
He's the one that we need to fight.
Accessing guest database B. The Grand Colonial Hotel is proud to serve the following VIPs. Bertie, Black Hole. Burbage 3001. This evidence has been recorded for later reference. Now generating pre-approved compliment. Splendid work, Inspector.
Okay. I mean, Bertie is the only one that we haven't found yet, and I know they were, like, together or whatnot.
What floor would you like to visit?
Is it the guest floor that we need to go to?
Oh, so sorry, but you're not actually authorized to visit that floor.
Of course
What
not.
authorized floor can I bring you to?
Penthouse.
Next up, the finest seat in the house.
Oh, so, what I was trying to figure out, guys, is today, that game that we've been playing in VR on the channel has, the sequels releasing today at, like, 1 o'clock. So that's why I'm streaming early, because I didn't know how I wanted to do it. Obviously, I've been making videos of the VR content because VR content is, it takes a certain amount of like stamina, you know, but without like getting dizzy. Like right now I could probably pull off like an hour and a half of VR before I have to kind of like take a break for like a few minutes and then go back into it. Sometimes I might only go like 30 minutes and I'm like, whoa, dude, you know what I mean? It all kind of just depends on the game. And I would love to stream it. You know what I mean? I would love to stream the release because that game, like when I tell you guys, it looks like Dead Island 2 in VR. It's some top-notch stuff. But I don't know if I'd be able to do it, a VR stream. So that was the reason why I was like, oh, well, I might just record. And
I understand there was an incident at the orchards. The pollination cycle began without my authorization. Fortunately, you managed to save most of the hive. The Waspquitos are essential to the orchards, you see. Losing them would have cost us months of production.
But yeah, so I don't know. I think I'm gonna end up just as soon as it comes out, I'll probably record as much as I can, and then I'll release an episode. Because my son also has like a choir thing today that we'll be attending.
The orchards can be a dangerous place, but my workers understand the hazards. Something about this incident troubles me. The circumstances are suspicious. But let's concentrate on the matter at hand. Have you discovered anything?
Reach for a cigarette. The plot thickens.
You have my attention.
Dr. Blossom is dead, murdered by an unknown killer.
That's deeply upsetting. Dr. Leora Blossom was an extraordinary scientist and a friend. We have a murderer on the loose, Inspector, as if the death of Halcyon Helen wasn't enough of a blow to our facility.
She recognized the killer.
Interesting. The Rizzo's family is a small family, Inspector. Most of us recognize one another. Still, any information is good information. It troubles me to believe Leora could have been murdered by one of our own. If there's anything else you'd like to share, you have my attention.
Insisted,
Insisted? That's interesting. We'd scheduled a tour of the lab for Helen. Purely a public relations event to be held sometime in the indeterminate future. Then again, Helen and I were not well acquainted. I can't speak to her intentions.
She was at a picnic.
A picnic? I don't recall approving a private social gathering at the orchards. I'll have to make a note of this information. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Was there anything else?
Someone stole the data from your terminals and the research R&D.
That's troubling, to say the least. Any transfer of proprietary data is strictly prohibited without my permission.
Perception. Oh, we got hack 60. You can't steal that much data without an expensive cartridge. Our thief had resources.
A clever deduction, Inspector. That gives us a little information to work with.
This happened just before the Waspquito attack. Someone was trying to stop me.
Yes, I share your suspicions. Someone didn't want you following their trail. This feels like more than corporate espionage. Someone's playing with us, Inspector. And I have never in my life enjoyed games. Did you discover anything else? This incident at the orchards must be connected to Helen's murder somehow. I don't know how, but I feel it in my marrow. My apologies, Inspector. This case is under your jurisdiction, not mine. I leave it in your hands. When you're ready, I suggest a word with the hotel coroner. She should have finished her autopsy by now.
Could figure out the cause of death. Which was pretty obvious. It looked like...
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
Rizzo, what the hell are you doing here, dude?
Oh, sweet gibbering law! Where'd you come from? Sorry, let me just get back in character. Whoa, 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 it's not what it looks like.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't kill you.
Easy, friend. No need to get violent. There are as many reasons to spare my life as there are flavors in Rizzo's Spectrum vodka. I'll give you 2 reasons. First, I am a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers Tossball Enterprise.
Nope.
And secondly, I'm just here doing a job for a VIP. Mascot's honor.
We could just shoot him in the face, chat, and be done with it. No.
I am acting on behalf of Mr. Black Hole Bertie, the Holmeister, the Hack Attack. I don't have a lot of time, but Mr. Bertie sent me to retrieve a message. Something he recorded for Ms. Bellamy while he was off his kilter.
You're out of luck. I found it already. It's pretty incriminating.
You found the recording? Oh, well, that's just sweeter than a fistful of purple berry punch. Oh, law, Bertie's gonna slaughter me like a woolly cow. Will you meet me later, over at the pilot house? I swear, from the bottom of my employment contract, I will tell you everything I know about Ms. Bellamy's demise.
Tell me what you know, or I'll have to rinse. Yeah.
What? But I can't? Please don't hurt me. I'm sorry. I can't. Not here. I'm sorry. The pilot house complex. Meet me there, and I'll tell you everything, I swear.
No, dude, because I'm going to go there and you're going to be fucking dead. I should have shot him in the face, Gatsby, for real, dude.
What floor would you like to visit?
I tried to intimidate him to just tell me, but...
To the lobby we go.
He wasn't having it, guys. Probably should have just shot him right then and there. I'm gonna regret this. I can feel it. These dudes are tanky as shit.
I'm not gonna let it. I just wanna be your friend.
Trying to infect me with your sorrow?
I just wanted to make you smile.
Oh yeah, that's funny. I felt so damn good in my life. I just wanna be
So many headshots, dude. What?
your friend.
Exciting.
The gun is practically useless.
I can't hear you laughing. No, I just wanted to make you smile.
I hope I didn't get blood on my clothes.
All right, let me see. Do I have anything that I could sell? Yeah, we got. No. I decided I'm not going to sell anything. We're going to break it down for resources. Yeah, I don't see this blown over well. I got a feeling, chat, that this is definitely some kind of setup.
I could use a new pair of glasses.
Can't imagine where you misplaced your old pair.
Yeah, guys, my feelings were hurt last night when it was brought to my attention that GTA 6 will not be coming to PC day one. And it's not that, it is what it is. Like, I was worried about it running on the PS5. I'm like, dude, like, what the fuck? The PlayStation 5, you know, compared to, like, if I took my PS5 and I compare it, you know, stat for stat against my computer, like, it's like a 2 out of 10 compared to my computer, which is obviously a 10 out of 10. So for me, I was like, dude, like, I don't want to play this on this fucking stupid ass PlayStation. I want to play it on my PC with a mouse and keyboard so I can aim and all that. But then somebody brought up the fact, they were like, remember Red Dead Redemption 2 released on the PS4? Yeah, released on the PS4. And I was like, and the game was amazing. And I was like, you know what? You're absolutely correct. Red Dead Redemption did come out on the PS4, and that game was phenomenal, right? GTA 5, like Caspi said, came out on the PS3. So Rockstar does have a way of making their games perform extremely well on the consoles. So I take it back. It's probably going to still be pretty damn fire on the PS5. It's just, you know, when you look at a lot of games that come out on PS5, or they're always like wicked bad, like graphically. You have to run, if you want 60 frames like Spider-Man, if you want 60 frames, you're running at like PS4 level graphics, you know what I mean? Not really getting the full, and then it's like if you do want the full graphics, then you're running at 30 frames per second, and it just sucks, you know? I knew it, guys. I fucking knew it, dude. I should have.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby. Discrepancy detected. Rizzo's company policy clearly states that all proprietary mascots must exhibit signs of physical life.
You determine what killed him?
Medical analysis complete. This mascot was likely killed by small arms fire at close range. The firearm is unique and does not exist in this unit's database.
Small caliber range I've ever seen. Those are small wounds.
Unusually small entry wounds indicate exotic weaponry. Closest approximations are 1. Incident involving a game of darts. 2. The Needler.
The Needler?
Yes, Inspector. The Needler, bespoke handgun carried and wielded by Halcyon Helen, famously deployed by Halcyon Helen
Oh, is
in
that
Terror
revolver-looking
on
gun?
Monarch. This weapon was responsible for executing the Chief of the Savages, played by Spencer Woolridge. This unit is incapable of providing ethical advice. This unit is also incapable of answering rhetorical questions.
I'll take his things, potentially evidence, yeah? All right, let's do it.
Timeline discrepancy detected nearby.
So yeah, tomorrow, guys, remember, I'm going to mention it a few times throughout today. Tomorrow, I will be streaming very early in the morning. Like, we're going to be starting our day quite early. Something we can analyze. No. Here we go.
This empty bottle of spirits does not belong to any known corporate brand. Suspicious residue detected.
What kind of residue?
Substances detected on the surface of this bottle include kindapine sawdust and tobacco residue.
But yeah, really early. We're talking 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be starting. We've got something big planned, and then also on the 7th, the next day, we got some big stuff planned. So it's gonna be good, guys.
Excellent deduction, Inspector. Imbibing of unauthorized beverages is strictly prohibited under Rizzo's company law. Ingredients include antiseptic alcohol, sucrose, and unidentifiable miscellaneous organic material. Closest match. Counterfeit spirits available at the Piraeus spaceport.
So the reason why is we're gonna be playing something that I can't talk about, but I'm allowed to play it tomorrow, so, and talk about it tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and go ham on that the first second I have available. I could technically start earlier, but yeah, I'm not trying to start any earlier than 7, guys. Even that was pushing it for me. Even that was pushing it for me. I was like, oh, I don't know how I feel about that. No, I don't want that. Yeah, East Coast time. So it'll be 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. East Coast. So yeah, I think for people in the West Coast, that's like what, 4 o'clock in the morning. It's early, dude. You get that crouch movement speed, but yeah. Let me do this real quick. Okay, so we're gonna head over to this location. Yeah, but for I was gonna say, for you guys overseas, you know, it's real good time. You know, it's probably gonna be one of the better timed streams I've done for you guys over there in a long time. I think the earliest I've ever streamed before was like 8 or 9 a.m. So this is, I think, going to break the record of the earliest stream I've ever done. Let's get that. It's more damage and time dilation. We had some, What's going on there, chat? What is this? Wow. All the tankiness.
I wanted to make you smile.
I can't talk about it. Just know that I'll be playing it. NDAs and all that stuff, guys, you know. But I just wanted you guys to know I'll be streaming early tomorrow. Real early.
Inspector, good to see you. Let me just grant you access and... Welcome to the Piraeus spaceport.
Okay, thank you. Place actually has way more locations than I thought it would. Here we go. Are these all baddies? Nope.
Hey, you! We've been looking for you, and by we, I mean Slug. Been real busy sniffing around Eridanos for clues, haven't you, Inspector? See, Slug Light Underground don't like that much. Should have kept your nose where it belonged, Inspector. Slug's sick of all your meddling in their affairs. Our affairs, I mean. We're... Draw, you damn breadworm, draw!
Listen, dude.
Well, you ain't gonna stick that nose anywhere ever again.
Hold on, you're saying Slug asked me to investigate and now it wants me dead.
Quick, everyone, get him!
Close. Damn. Whoa there, buddy. So that purple shit I shot on him really did a lot of damage over time. Turned him into dust. Tom, how you doing? We'll be streaming for a while. Yeah, we'll definitely be streaming for a while. Damn, how did you know it was Roblox, dude? Oh, listen, you gotta keep it quiet, dude. You guys are gonna get me in trouble. You're gonna get me in trouble. Wait, this is Black Hole Bertie?
Hey, you. I got something I need to speak with you about.
Shut up.
What do you want?
I'm gonna ask you a few questions, Mr. Holcomb.
Not so loud. How'd you know it was me?
You have any idea how many tossball posters your face is on, bro?
That's what the disguise is for.
With that stupid-ass
I'm
hat?
in no mood to sign autographs, and I hate disappointing fans. So I'm lying low. You know, incompleto. Oh, what's it matter? Helen's gone. She's gone and nothing I do will bring her back. I've been trying to find who did this. That's what she would do. Track down the killer and bring them to justice. But I'm stumped. And not very clever.
Wait, so what's it?
Being bright was always Helen's thing.
I mean, obviously it would have been too easy if it was him.
Oh, so you're the inspector. Hope you have more luck figuring things out than me. You probably want to ask me some questions, huh? I'm sure you're asking everybody questions, so you can find Helen's killer. So, how do I help?
What were you doing the night that Helen died? That's such a cliche-ass question, dude.
I was getting blotto with the rest of the Rangers.
What does that mean?
You know, soaked, muddled, preserved, drunk. The team noticed I was in a bad way when I got back to the hotel. When I told them Helen and I were Splitsville, they wanted to cheer me up. We were up the pole afore evening. The hotel staff said we was bothering the other guests on account of all the crying and yelling and practice body tackling. Zeke said we should move elsewhere, get some air.
Where'd you go?
We ended up at the Wilderness Exploitation Reserve. I think somebody wanted to pet a woolly cow? There was this one cow off away from the others. Zeke figured it'd be a laugh to get her drunk. One thing led to another, and I think we might have maybe, you know, stolen her.
Okay.
I don't know. We were drunk, and we made bad choices. She was all alone. I know how that feels now. It's so hard to be all by your lonesome. My memory's a little muddled after that. I guess me and the team got split up, because I know I was on my own at the pilot house for a time.
Can anyone from the pilot house back that up?
I reckon not. See, I went to the weather station. I was looking for where Helen stashed her data pad for safekeeping, right? She'd asked me to get it, mind. I wasn't stealing. I'm no thief.
And did you find it?
Sure did. Only there was a guard out there who found me. She started yelling about how I was trespassing and in serious trouble. Thing is, it was real dark out there. So dark, she couldn't tell who I was.
What'd you do?
Long story short, I got out of there. Ran like the Rangers were down by 3, and I just bronzed the toss ball in the Friday zone. I didn't know where I was going, but my legs took me straight to my friend's... to my... fridge-rator.
Who was it, dude?
I don't want to tell you. I'll get in trouble. God, jeez. Look, I talked to Auric, okay? Auric West. Hangs out around the spaceport. He's the one who taught me the breathing exercises I use to calm down. That sounds like a good idea. So now you have the whole story. After I talked to Auric, I went back to the hotel. Woke up the next morning with Helen's data pad in my hand and the hangover to end all hangovers. Don't know if I'll ever drink again.
Let's see the data pad, dude.
Oh, yeah, you'll probably want to... Yeah, of course. Of course. Helen sure did have the prettiest handwriting. Yeah. Yeah, me too. Sorry. Here you go, Inspector. Hopefully they make more sense to you. I couldn't make heads or tails of them. Either she was writing in code or I'm dumber than a bag of hammers. I tried for hours to crack her notes, but it's like I said. Being bright was Helen's thing.
All right, so...
Okay.
I
and
thought
listen,
it was him.
I want to help you find her killer, Inspector. I knew Helen better than anybody. And it could be handy to have a guy like me around, in case anybody gives you trouble.
I
get it.
Yeah.
I'll head back to the Grand Colonial then.
I still want to know why the
Unless
stick
you
was
need
broke
me
at the...
for anything else?
Obviously, they said that they split, so they probably broke up and he probably slammed the stick on the ground and broke it or something, but I thought he'd probably try to kill her in anger or some shit.
What do you want to know?
Why'd you have the mascot pull that little stunt?
I remember sending her the recording, but... Law, I was halfway to preserved by then. I don't know what was on it. When I realized what I'd done, I panicked. If I'd said something dumb, folks might think I was involved in her death. I was scared of looking suspicious.
Concealing evidence
Like I
is a
said,
crime.
I panicked.
Okay. So we just gotta validate his alibi.
Hey, pal. Over here. Hey there. You looking to unwind, friend? Maybe you're on your way to the bar for a good time?
Guy's got that
Maybe
Joker
you're
smile,
interested in
man.
something a little better than beer or Adreno? Something with a little more kick? Bold claim, I know. But I wouldn't lie to you, friend. The name's Auric. I deal in, shall we say, holistic pharmaceuticals, natural substances and the like. You know, alternative stuff. I know. Ooh, it came out of the ground. That's where worms live. I get it. I do. Why go for that homegrown shit when you could be pumping your body full of effort accelerators? Says it right on the Anti-Cleo's box. Better than nature, right? Well, I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, pal. Those pharmaceuticals the corporations manufacture, not all of them are as good for you as the board wants you to believe.
Obviously.
Alternatives. That's the way to go, pal. Trust me. No matter what ails you, I got what you need.
Bro, I don't care. I'm here about Bertie, dude.
Wait. You ain't a sheriff, right? You gotta tell me if you're a sheriff. I'll be honest. I don't really know where that puts us.
I'm not here to bring in each other, but me either. Answer the damn questions already, bro.
All right, fine. Yeah, I know Bertie. So what?
Was AC Unity any good? Yeah, I've liked every single Assassin's Creed game. Unity probably had some of the best parkour in all of Assassin's Creed. The weapons were really cool in Unity. It was a nice continuation of the storyline of Rogue. If you played AC Rogue, yeah, if you played Rogue going into Unity, it just hits different. Definitely hits different. Was Bertie with you?
Yeah. Damn shame about that. Bertie thought the world of Helen, you know. He showed up drunk at my place wanting to talk about the breakup. Helen dumped him, he said. Boy, was he in a bad way. I'd never seen him like that before. We talked for a while, and when he felt better, I sent him back to the hotel. Told him to drink more water and get some sleep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was me. Bertie's got a temper, but he's not a bad kid, you know? He's trying to work on it.
All right, so is there like phone? I think I gotta head back to the. Let me see where this brings me. Yeah, I figured it was gonna bring me all the way back down there, so I can go back to the penthouse. Okay.
Inspector. I'm pleased to hear that. Bertie Holcomb is a valuable asset to the Rizzo's Rangers property. When Helen was murdered, Bertie was nowhere to be found. The timing of his disappearance is unfortunate. Try not to feel too bad for him. Bertie is a brilliant athlete. The universe has balanced his talent by making him a slackwit.
He lost his temper at the picnic.
Bertie has always had trouble controlling his temper. He's responsible for the untimely demise of more than a few toss-ball sticks at the end of a losing match. It's only natural to be suspicious. Helen's death was violent, and the two of them were close. Be plain with me, Inspector. Do you believe Black Hole Bertie killed Helen?
No.
I'm relieved to hear that. I
George,
happen to
what's
be
up, brother?
something
How you
of a
doing?
fan of the hack attack. I'd hate to see him processed for murder, but we need to be absolutely sure. I'd like you to continue your investigation. Notify me as soon as you're ready to make a formal accusation. I appreciate that. I'd rather keep Bertie within the public eye than let him languish in a bar at the docks. If you're through investigating Bertie, I recommend looking into Cedric Kincannon. He's been entirely too comfortable since we began this investigation. I don't trust Cedric when he's comfortable.
Redbox? Jeez, God. I don't know if I've ever rented a game before. I'm trying to think. I've rented movies and stuff from Redbox, but I don't think I've ever rented a game. Like, ever. Yeah, it was like the vending machine. You go and you could like get movies and stuff. You'd pay and then you'd have to bring it back to the machine. Netflix like killed all of that, like all that stuff, all the digital streaming platforms absolutely destroyed, you know, Blockbuster, Redbox, those type of things. All said I rented a movie from Redbox one time, put it on the roof of the car while I buckled the kids and drove straight off, and it was still on the roof. Oh, dude. So what do they, how does that even work? Like, if you lose the disc, do they just charge you like, that sucks, man. Like having to pay full price for a movie you didn't even get to watch. That super sucks. Where's the ship? There it is. That's pretty shitty, man. Yeah, having to pay full price for something that you didn't even get a chance to watch, dude.
Didn't I request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
Okay, let me I'm gonna break down. We got a ton of weapons I can break down right now. So I'm gonna keep this one here. 189, 164. Question is, if I repair this, how much damage does it do fully maxed? 231. Okay, that's significantly higher. 154, 142, 770, 776. All right, let me break this stuff down here. We're gonna break this. Damn. Why was that so much damage? How much is this? 630? What? Let me try this out, guys. This thing is a monster. 121 damage. 1,208 damage per second. Which is absolutely absurd. Let me see. We'll mod it. I can do. Do that. Suppress it. I can turn it into plasma damage. And I don't want the extendo sight though. Those are not that great for close quarters. Let me see. And then for tinkering, I said, yeah, that's 1,200 DPS. That's absolutely insane. See, our sniper was really decent up until I'm now level 32, and this weapon's only level 19. I was wondering why it felt so bad. But if I wanted to rank this up, it would cost way too much, guys, to do. So we'll just keep these weapons here. Honestly, it's not worth it. Cyberpunk updates almost 60 gigs, which is crazy, man.
Arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Which is crazy because it didn't seem like they were adding a whole lot to the game, like content-wise. I know they added like an immersive fast travel system with the subways. They added, I think, repeatable races, but other than that, it's like content-wise, I don't know.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
What? Why would you write me a ticket and then kill me? How long will that take?
I wager it'll take a bit longer than it takes you to lose your patience and storm out of your ship looking to get shot. To be honest, that'd make my job a lot easier. You come out, we shoot you full of holes, and then everyone goes about their day worry-free. Except you. You'll be dead.
Yeah, my persuasion is not high enough. If you're just gonna kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir. The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated.
What?
How can I be of assistance? May luck be with you. Of course, as I am sure you are aware, luck does not exist. But it seems to comfort humans to...
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Lorenzo? It's just kind of like Quadia life fixes, but it doesn't like add anything new to the game for me to like do. You know what I mean? Like, it just kind of like cleans up what was already there, but doesn't add anything to it. So we're gonna get lit up. Actually, don't have a whole lot of ammo for this gun. Not as much as I thought I had, at least.
Captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardad.
Dump the body. Groundbreaker doesn't need traffic.
Stay down, Bullhead.
Oh, my bad, dude. Come on, are you fucking kidding me, dude? I accidentally shot him, Chad, and it turned all my friends into hostiles. That shit's pretty unforgiving, man.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's ours. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardad.
Groundbreaker doesn't need trash sauce. What's that noise? What was that noise?
Did we kill our boys already?
Switching to garbage disposal mode.
Something's not right. What was that?
Get in here. Yep. I got a lot of ammo for this gun, like a ton. And this thing hits pretty damn hard too. It's like BioShock meets Fall. I would say yeah, it's more like Borderlands meets Starfield. Ariel, how you doing? See if we can go around this way. Problem with my revolver is it doesn't hit as hard anymore because it's like level freaking 32. Oh shit, this thing hits different, chat.
I'll find whoever did this.
Gun is pretty good, man. Sneak your way around if you didn't want to go through the bottom. Did bypass a ton of enemies though the way we went. Skaven, it's a lot of fun, man. Yeah, I've been enjoying this quite a bit. Sell the clothing and all this crap. Those don't really sell for a whole lot. So all that. Thing is, I'm gonna test out my. The thing I loved about the revolver before, it was just it did so much damage, guys, per single shot, but just had leveling it up is just not really worked. Yeah, this is the stats on this gun that I'm using right now. 142 damage. It's a 3-round burst. 776 DPS. It's pretty good. And I got the quiet barrel on it, so I'm doing that little bit of extra stealth damage.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base, count on us.
You iconoclast with me too. We got support, chat. Because of factions we helped early on.
All right, MSI. I'm
we
not
got
one for
everybody.
rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight.
All the factions, baby.
Waste of company ammo.
I just earned a fine bonus.
Easy clap, guys. Easy clap, guys. So when people go into prison, they put them in the pods?
All you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
They're gonna save the colony, dude.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Chairman Rockwell, just the man I'm here to kill.
How dare you? Even thinking about killing the chairman of the Halcyon board is a felony. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself.
You know you're gonna die, right? So now I don't know what smart-ass remark to answer with. I could either say, of course. How long until you're done? That's pretty good. Or I can say, a felony, I've made a terrible mistake. Please don't arrest me. Now we're going, of course, yeah, how long until you're done?
Is that sarcasm? Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
Oh, shit. I'll be there before you know it, brother. Purveyor of death. That's it? Really, chat? Some bum-ass mech. Purveyor of death, dude, are you kidding me? Easy enough. Does this guy not know I've killed people for less, chat? How does this game compare to, like, with Far Cry games? Yeah, this is more of like a RPG, where Far Cry is more of like a, I don't even know what the hell you would classify Far Cry as. Yeah, this is definitely a lot different. This is more along the lines of like a Bethesda, like a Fallout game or something like that. Not in setting, but in like overall mechanics, like Skyrim, Fallout. It's like one of those type style RPGs.
Seems to be a Halcyon after all. Why must I always do everything myself?
He was dead before he even hit the ground, chat. Wait, am I zapping him or releasing him?
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough.
They never stood a chance, dude.
Ah, all in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals. Nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own. Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Me, chat?
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took sublight salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy.
Fucking alien lady, man.
One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever.
Oh, shit.
Time would tell if her replacement could keep the sublight family together.
I silenced her one time.
Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. After all he'd seen and heard adventuring with you, the vicar Maximilian de Soto renounced his faith and joined the effort to rebuild the colony. Ironically, he finally found the joy that had eluded him over the course of his life, and realized that perhaps he was always meant to be just a simple laborer after all. He quickly dismissed the idea. Though Parvati eventually grew comfortable aboard the Unreliable, she never quite came out of her shell. She seemed to prefer the company of Ada to the crew, and she could often be found neck-deep in cables and grease, telling Ada funny stories from her childhood. While the colony fell into chaos, she found an island of relative peace with Ada, and they formed an unusual bond. She decided to remain aboard the Unreliable permanently as its chief and sole engineer. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry.
Oh, because the extra
Wells
people we
never
killed?
forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony.
See, so it was a good thing that we stole those extra bit of
Dr. Wells
chemicals.
laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you? The unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon. Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Now, didn't you guys say that there was a sequel to this game being made? That was the end, Gaspian. Didn't you guys? I'm pretty sure somebody said before that they think they were working on a sequel for this. They are. Yeah, the end boss fight was a little easy. So let me nerf this. So my thoughts on the game in general was like the RPG elements of it were phenomenal. Like it was really, really good. It was fun. It had a fun little story. The planet environments you go to were pretty cool. But I do see what people were saying is the amount of guns in the game is quite limited. It's like, I feel like there's like 7 or 8 weapons that are just recycled and like with different levels, and that's like it. Most of the armor pieces look identical. There's not really a big difference between armor and stuff like that, like visually. So that like there was that limiting factor. I'm trying to think of another. Enemy types. Enemy types, very, very limited enemy types. I feel like there was kind of like a lot of the same enemies, like no matter where you went, or it was just like a different variation of said same enemy. There wasn't a whole lot of different enemy types, mainly just guys in armor or those Raptidon things, or the primal dudes. Like there was very, very limited enemy types. But other than like those couple things, like even with those problems, it was still a really, really good RPG. That was a ton of fun. I love the humor, the missions, the dialogue. It's pretty good. Pretty good. I definitely would like to check out the sequel though, for sure. Is there like a time frame on that? Well, hopefully, the good thing about Xbox exclusives, right, is generally, even if they're not like Steam, you could play them on the Windows Store. So that's why I don't really, it doesn't really bother me when we get like Xbox exclusives and stuff like that, because the only ones that suck are PlayStation exclusives. It's the only one you have to have a console for to play, but every Xbox exclusive is always available on PC. I mean, even if it's only Xbox Armageddon, we should still be able to play it on the Windows Store. Yeah, I can't think of a single game that's come out in the past like 5 years that was like a Xbox exclusive that you couldn't play on PC. I don't think even like all the new like what was that one game? Was it like no, I can't think of a single one. Not that I play a ton of Xbox games like that, but yeah, for Microsoft is Microsoft, so they benefit if it's an exclusive on the Microsoft Store and Xbox. It's still exclusive. Like State of Decay 3, no time frame, new crew, same Outer Worlds. Got you. So they just dropped the trailer, pretty much saying, "Hey, Outer Worlds 2 is going to be a thing, but obviously no time thing." Kind of like State of Decay 3 and shit like that. That's all good. That's all good. But like I said, in about 30 minutes, there's a new game dropping, which is Arizona Sunshine 2. And I'll be checking that out. I thought about trying to stream it, but like I said, it's VR, and streaming VR is a bit of a headache. Not in like the setup. Like I could easily set my VR up and just go. Like I do live videos, it would be exactly the same way, but it's really, really hard to read chat when I'm in VR. I have to like do this little pop out window thing in the UI, and it's pretty tough. So if I did do it, the main issue would be how long I'd be able to play for, and that's the one thing I don't want to do is like turn the game on and only be able to go for like 30-40 minutes and be like, I gotta take a break, and then like keep having to take a break. I'd rather just record it and then upload it as a video for you guys. So I'm gonna be checking that out, and we're going to be doing I think I might do like an hour and a half, and then probably like an hour and a half, and go from there. Yeah. I'll probably do that. I'll make it into a video and then release that. Let's check out the trailer. Caspi, I would check out the trailer, but the way my computers are set up, this computer here, if I turn the game off, like it just goes absolute, like there's no way for me to do it. I would have to switch over my whole stream over to the other one. Like when I did the GTA trailer last night, I got it set because I have two computers, and this one doesn't have the thing set up. It just goes black. Yeah, I'd have to reconfigure it. Yeah, so I'll be playing the day before. We'll be checking it out. The developers gave me early access to that. Well, I got a key for that. And we'll be checking it out. I don't know what the day before it's going to turn into on the channel. It kind of just depends, guys. Really, it just depends on the game itself, whether it's good enough to continue playing. But put it this way, we will be playing it. Okay, the day it drops, I'm going to be probably playing it all day, depending on how good it is. So if it's crap, we're probably only going to do the one stream. And I mean, that's only if it's like real bad, chat, like real bad. I would like to at least see what the game has to offer. You know what I mean? So if it's like really, really doo-doo, I'm talking like Walking Dead, Destiny's levels of doo-doo, then we're probably going to just not play it anymore. You know what I mean? It's just going to be a one and done. We'll check it out so you guys can draw your conclusions, see what you think, and then we'll move on. But if it's decent or even good, then we'll continue to play it. Yeah, we'll definitely continue to play it. Depending on how good it is, I might even turn it into a daily upload for a few days, just so we can really dig into the content. Because the one thing I'm thinking about when it comes to the day before is it is a open world survival game with PvP elements. So I'm imagining this game is going to almost play like DayZ. Like I'm going to be able to spawn into the map, go around looting and stuff like State of Decay. Imagine State of Decay 2 with like DayZ levels of PvP. That's kind of what I'm like drawing. And in my brain, I'm like, yo, that sounds dope. Like, it sounds like it could be a lot of fun, you know what I mean? It can create a lot of tense moments where we're going around, running into players and stuff like that. And obviously, we're just going to be killing motherfuckers on sight because if I don't kill them, they're going to kill me type of deal. So it's going to be interesting to see the dynamic, how the game feels. It has potential. Put it that way, Chet. The day before has potential. My expectations are low, but I do acknowledge the fact that the game does have potential to be a lot of fun. So we're going to go with that. We're just going to check it out, and depending on, how much fun we have, how much you guys enjoy it, we'll determine whether I'm going to continue playing it or not. So, but like I said, I got about 30 minutes. I got to get all my stuff set up for this game release, and I'm going to record an episode or two or whatever, and I'm going to get that prepped up, edited, and ready to release, and then I'll probably release that in the early afternoon. I'm trying to aim for maybe 4 o'clock. I'll try to get that first episode of the new game out for you guys. And then I'll probably be doing one more live stream tonight before bed. And then, like I said, tomorrow will be a really, 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 really early morning. Drekon, I don't think you played the game I'm talking about. I'm talking about the day before. It hasn't even come out yet. And I know nobody's played it because I have early access from the developers and I have first dibs on the game. So nobody in the world has played it yet. Unless you're talking about something different. The Walking Dead Destinies, if that's the one you're talking about, that game is absolute. We don't. That game had my adrenaline pumping. Kong was not so bad, all right? Kong was very, very, very bad. I don't know what was I would have to say Kong was probably worse than The Walking Dead Destinies. It was pretty bad. But I could play The Walking Dead, probably just due to the fact of the theme of the game, the environment, you know, like I could at least play it. But Kong was like, that shit was really bad, man. That shit was really bad. But all right, guys, like I said, give me a little bit. I'm gonna hop off. Check out the recording. Who knows if I move around in the game, because it's going to be a more modern VR title, it might have some accessibility, comfort options in it. So if it is something that I'm comfortable in and I could play it for a long time, I might be able to stream it one day. But for right now, we're going to keep it the VR stuff in videos, just because it's easier for me to take a break when I need to take a break and do stuff like that. So thank you guys again. Like I said, I'll see you guys here later on tonight. How would I rate this game? 1 to 10. I'd probably give it a solid. The story and the faction stuff carries it pretty hard. I'd probably give it an 8. Yeah, if it was, it's like teetering between like a 7 and an 8 for me, only because, like I said, the limited enemy types, the limited guns, the limited customization options for like your character, it had really, really decent, like the skills were okay. Like the perk system was pretty decent, but a lot of them were just kind of like flat, like stat, buffs. There really was no, like huge, I don't know, like game-changing skills, at least. It's either A, you're really good with guns, B, you're really good with melee, or C, you make your companions OP as shit and they just kill everything for you. So, yeah, I'd probably say, for me, it's probably teetering like between like a 7 and an 8. And with the story and the art, like the you know, the choices and stuff like that, I'd probably say it's more closer to an 8 for me. All right, guys, but thank you guys again. I love you all. I hope you all have a great rest of your night. And if I don't see you guys in the, because I'm going to do a premiere for that Arizona Sunshine 2. We're going to do a premiere for that. And then tonight, like I said, I'm not exactly sure what I'll be playing, but we'll figure it out. All right, but I love you guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace.